I'm Dexter, and today I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why my fills don't suck.
But they do suck.
No one asked you. Today I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why my fills don't suck, and the tips I'm going to share with you today are going to help you to make your fills sound even better as well. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a random fact that you might find interesting. Stick around to the end. So the first thing I try and share with people to make their fills a little bit better is kicks and cymbals. So trying to bring in the bass drum and try and bring in the cymbals, rather than just kind of having plain old pepperoni type fills all around the kit. So you want to try and get your bass drum, your hi-hat involved, to try and get your hands going onto the cymbals a little bit more, just to make a bigger sound and add a lot more interest into it. Just to start with, try doing a fill that you normally do, like a, and try and move it onto the hi-hat. And you can use that in a fill. So straight away using different things. Another one is bringing your crash cymbals into the fills. One way you can try and use the bass drum in your fills is to try and use it in linear fills, which is where you substitute one of your hands. So for example, if you're going right, left, you can take that last left and turn it into a kick. So right, kick. And having that kick in there, it's just another sound source. And because it's such a big, powerful sounding drum, all of a sudden your fills sound a lot bigger and more powerful. But the added advantage as well is while your bass drum is playing, it gives your hands a rest, enabling you to be able to play a lot quicker. So for example, if I was to go right, left, kick, you can generally get that a lot faster, because when you play right, left, your hands are going the whole time. And it's easy to burn out, but when you've got your feet in there, you can move it around quickly, and every time you're playing those 2 kicks, your hands are getting a rest. So if I do that fill with the bass drum in there first, and then I take the bass drum out, you'll see the hands actually aren't that interesting, but they also get a big break before they have to play again. And whilst your hands are playing, your foot's getting a rest, and all round, you've all of a sudden got 3 limbs that are playing the fill rather than just the 2. The other way to get your feet involved is non-linear fills, so trying to use your feet at the same time as you're using your hands. So a really easy one to start with is just try and play your hi-hat and your bass drum at the same time, and try and keep that going as you do your normal fills on top. So rather than an empty sounding fill with just the hands, try and keep your feet going. And you can see you've just got that extra layer, and it makes your drumming sound a little bit bigger. The next thing I use to make my fills not suck is I try and use stickings and rudiments. So getting away from just right, left the whole time, trying to use some of the different things. Everybody says you need to practice your rudiments, and I always used to be like, why do I want to practice my rudiments? They just sound the same. But every single rudiment you do, or every sticking, just collections of rights and lefts, every one's got its own musical characteristic. So for example, if I go right, left singles, and then I go for a paradiddle, Paradiddle's got that bum, bum. And that's right, left. So you can see using something like a paradiddle in a fill, it's just got a bit more musicality to it than just dagger. The other thing with something like a paradiddle is that it's much more even. Rather than your right hand doing all the movement around the kit, you can use both hands. So you've got right, left, and it's an even mix between right and left hand moving around. And another thing as well is when you're trying to do a paradiddle type fill rather than just singles, again, it starts making you think in different ways, and you might start bringing in the toms in ways that you wouldn't if you're just doing plain old vanilla singles. So for example, I could go right, left, left. You'd never do a fill like that if you were just going right, left the whole time. So by exploring these different stickings, it's just going to give you a whole new vocabulary and way of creativity in your playing. There are also ways that if you use something like a 6-stroke roll, right, left, using that in your playing can help you to create some much busier fills, because a double, you can actually bounce the stick rather than trying to make your hands kind of go muscling out every note all the time. So you can bounce your stick to play a consecutive group of 2, and when you use that together, it enables you to kind of access new realms of speed. One analogy I like that helps me kind of use rudiments in my playing is I think about a single stroke roll, right, left, like a yellow Lego brick. So imagine if I gave you every shape and size of Lego bricks possible and said, create something interesting. You could be really creative, but what if every single one of those bricks was always yellow? Okay, it doesn't matter how creative you are, Okay, whatever you make will always be yellow. So by adding in new rudiments, even just introducing double strokes, right, right, left, left into your playing, it's like me all of a sudden giving you a green brick. And the more rudiments you learn, the more colours you're going to have, and the more interesting your fills can be, and you can create some really kind of artistic things. The third thing that's going to help your fills not suck is going to be dynamics. Dynamics are simply the kind of loud notes and quiet notes that you're using in your playing. Rather than just having one dynamic of one volume, by adding in a couple of loud notes and quiet notes, it just makes everything a little bit more interesting, adding these hills and valleys, and really enhances your playing. One example I give is like on a floor tom. I do this with my students. I say, just play right, left at the same speed, okay, and try and make it interesting. I get students and they sit there and they go... And you can see how limited that is. But if I just place one accent, one loud note in there, all of a sudden it gets so much more interesting. So if I add a few more accents in there, it gets even better. See, it sounds a lot better. Now if you try and bring that to the rest of your playing as well, so if you're moving around the drums, mix that in with the other things that we've been doing, so trying to add different stickings, different rudiments, trying to put in the bass drum, put in some crash cymbals, put it all together, all of a sudden you get some fills that really, really do not suck. So I hope those ideas help you with your playing and give you a few ideas of how to make your fills a little bit better. If you want to get deeper into this stuff, I've got a whole load of courses that are going to help you to dig into each of these concepts in individual ways. I've got my linear fill courses, which go into, again, the rights and the lefts and the kicks and how to apply them as fills. Today, there's actually a brand new course out called the Paradiddle Fills 2 course, which leads off the Paradiddle Fills 1 course, which is just taking us into a much more advanced area of trying to use paradiddles within our fills. And if you want to look into dynamics a little bit more, I've got some accent courses. The accent permutation course is great for going through every single possible combination of 3s and 4s and trying to add those accents into our playing and get used to those kind of arm movements for trying to get those accents in there smoothly and also be able to do them quickly. Channel membership is £8.99 a month and gives you access to over 30 hours of exclusive content. Become a channel member at Dexstar Drum Lessons and commit to take your drumming onto the next level. Right, for those of you guys that stuck around to the end of the video, here's your random fact for the day. People are more creative in the shower. When we take a warm shower, we experience an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. So maybe take your drum kit into the shower and think of some new fills. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Got a few tips that's going to help your fills not suck. You guys keep on practicing, and I'll see you next time.